Hello students, today I am going to discuss about ecosystem and its components that is included into the chapter number 15 of class 10 biology syllabus, right? Before knowing anything about, we have to know what is our environment. Environment means it is around everything around one person. Suppose I am talking about my environment, then everything around me, like living things, like non-living things, all are included into my environment. So what is environment? Environment means everything that is present around any living or non-living organism is called the environment, right? And what is the ecosystem? The ecosystem is a system that is built up with the interactions of all the living and non-living things of an organism, right? If I am staying in this area, here I have some interactions with all the living things as well, like the human being, like the mosquitoes, like the trees and all. And I also have some interactions with the non-living things like air, like water, everything. So this is the ecosystem. So what will be the definition of ecosystem? Definition of ecosystem is, the ecosystem is such kind of system where all the interactions are done by a living organism, right? And now we have to know about the components of an ecosystem. Mainly, there are two components of an ecosystem. One is abiotic component, the other one is biotic component. What is abiotic component? That means they are non-living. They may be physical component, they may be chemical component. And what are the abiotic component? The non-living component like air, like rainfall, like cloud, like water, everything is around. And the biotic component, it is of three kinds. One is the producers, number two is the consumers, and number three are the decomposers. And who are the producers? The plants and some microorganisms are the producers. Plants are autotrophs, that means they can produce their own foods. So we know all that the process is called photosynthesis. So plants are the producers, and some bacteria who have that bacteriochlorophyll can produce their foods by themselves. So they are also the producers. And the second is the consumers. Consumers depend on the producers for their food and nutrition. And these consumers are also of different kinds. According to their trophic level, first are the primary consumers. And the primary consumers take the producers as their food, right? And the second are the secondary consumers. They are the predators of primary consumer, right? So the primary consumers are take as food by the secondary consumers, and the tertiary consumers take the secondary consumers as their food. And the last one is the quaternary consumers. And you can easily understand that the tertiary consumers are consumed by the quaternary consumers, right? All the primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. 4 are the consumers. And the last component of a biotic component of ecosystem is the decomposers. Who are termed as decomposers? Generally the fungi and the microorganisms are termed or defined or known as the decomposers. Actually, they took their nutrition or get their nutrition from the decomposing materials, decomposing biotic things like dead animals, like dead plants and all. And we are discussing about there will be decomposers and some saprophytes. They are working as the same. Who are the saprophytes? Mainly some bacteria, some microorganisms and some fungi are the saprophytes. Why they are saprophytes? Because they are living on deads. They get their nutritional elements from the dead bodies, dead parts of any plant or animal. And the decomposers just decay all the dead bodies, and they are also getting the nutritional elements from that decaying bodies or plants. And they are not getting only the nutritional elements, they also making the complex proteins and polysaccharides or everything that is present in the dead bodies to a simpler one and returning it to the soil and to the air as well. So this is the basic idea of components of ecosystem. I hope you'll be able to understand what I have told you. Have a good day.